Animal Facts series.
Life begins. Life began a very, very long time ago. We know this from the remains of prehistoric life forms that died and were buried. Over millions of years, their remains turned into shapes in rocks, called fossils. The first fossils are over 3,000 million years old. They are tiny blobs called bacteria, living things that still survive today. The first plants were seaweeds, which appeared about 1,000 million years ago. Unlike bacteria and blue-green algae, which each had just one living cell, these plants had thousands of cells. Some seaweeds were many meters long. They were called algae, the same name that scientists use today. By about 800 million years ago, some plants were starting to grow on land. They were mixed with other living things called molds, or fungi. Together, the algae and fungi formed flat green and yellow crusts that crept over rocks and soaked up rain. They were called lichens. These still grow on rocks and trees today. Over 600 million years ago, some of the first animals were jellyfish, floating in the water. On the seabed lived groups of soft, feathery-looking creatures called charnia. This animal was an early type of coral. Charnia looked like a prehistoric plant, but it was actually an animal. One of the first hunting animals was Anomalocaris. It lived 520 million years ago, swimming through the sea in search of prey. It caught smaller creatures in its pincers, then pushed them into its mouth. Anomalocaris was a cousin of crabs and insects. It was one of the biggest hunting animals of its time, even though it was only 60 centimeters long. Fossils of Anomalocaris have been found in Canada. It had a circular mouth and fin-like body parts. Its body was covered by a shell. By 400 million years ago, plants on land were growing taller. They had stiff stems that held them upright and carried water to their topmost parts. An early upright plant was Cooksonia. It was the tallest living thing on land, yet it was only 5 centimeters high, hardly the size of your thumb. The earliest examples have been found in Ireland. Thanks for watching. Follow for more.